Hi y'all, I'm Chase. This is my 2021 Harley-Davidson Pan American Special, affectionately known as Wichita, and today it's new seat day. Now, what did I get? Well, it wasn't a settlement. Sorry. And it also wasn't a Wonderlick. Let me explain. I tried the Saddleman at Valley Harley-Davidson. They let me put it on a bike. Let me test it out. Problem was it just had that forward roll, just like this one does. Notice it has, it's trying to literally push you into that tank. I hate that, really hate that. Plus, with the way it pushes you up, unfortunately, something happens if, well, let's just say if you're a male. If you have, well, I don't know, a fishing rod and tackle. Things start to get, well, you remember that movie, The Beverly Hillbillies? Like this. Yeah, you start getting that feeling. So, unfortunately, the original seat did that, and I have mitigated it some, but so did the seat from Saturn. Now, if they would flatten it out, unfortunately, it was, like I said, it was just a hair, like, tilting forward. I tried the Wonderlick. Also, that was a guy at a Harley dealership. He showed up on it. I didn't like the way it looked, and I honestly, I was just gonna let that go because I heard some good things, but it just didn't fit me right. Maybe it's I'm too skinny. I don't. I mean, I might have lost too much weight. Who knows? Maybe I got too bony of an ass. I don't know. It didn't feel right to me. I liked it. It did not. I swear, it felt like just the barely slightest inclines, and that slight incline, I was willing to let that go, but I just didn't like the way it looked. Something about it. I know. I'm sure it's top quality. I have no doubt about it. It's European or German or Austrian. I am absolutely positive it is top quality. It is a top quality price for it. So yeah, I have no doubt it's top quality, just as much as the Saddleman. I have bought a Saddleman for every single bike I've ever owned. If the Saddleman was flat, I mean dead flat, or if it had even a slight 1 or 2 degree tilt to the rear, I'd have a Saddleman like this. So, after trying those two out and sitting on them, I didn't like them. So I went home and I modified my seat. Now, everybody knows about cutting the posts out. Let's take a look at those real quick. Everybody knows about cutting the posts out, so that's what I did. I cut them out, flattened them out, made sure everything was flat, they were even. It didn't matter. I didn't like it. But what I did find was these little grommets right here. They are in the back also. I seen those, and I thought, well, geez, that's holding the seat up, tilting forward. So I yanked them out. Also, this is why my seat needed to be replaced. See that? See how? Look how it's not returning to form. How it looks all. See the? I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a bunch of dust coming off too. It's degrading. The foam has degraded. Now, I did take a tape measure to this. I tried getting an angle on camera. You can't. There is just no way I can get the angle. So I am just going to tell you, this was 31 inches. That's on the lowest, setting with those two little rubber grommets removed. With the rubber grommets, it's probably 32 dead even, or maybe a hair under. So, and I never had a problem with it except for that forward slant. It sucks. I hate it. I despise it. Whoever's idea it was to put a forward slant on it, really, dude, seriously, what the hell wrong with it? Flat, man, flat. I was at a dealership one day. A guy rode up. He was on a blue one. And on the blue one, he had a seat I had never heard of. It was from a company called Pozoma. I couldn't place it. I thought maybe it was Brazilian or Italian. I don't know. I was trying to put together, what kind of names might have a Z in them, that kind of stuff. So, now, no, it's Chinese. He said, hey, you want to? Go ahead and take a seat on it. I think his name was Robert or Bob. Sorry, I'm really bad at names. So, that's what I did. I took a seat on it, and I gotta say, I was impressed. I mean, it's a cheap Chinese seat. And he told me how much the price was too. He said it was $100. I thought he was joking because, I mean, it looks Very similar to the original seat. Like it's hard to tell. Now, I've already unboxed it. This is the Pizoma seat. I already unboxed it. I lost the footage. I don't know what happened. It got corrupted. And this is the original Pan Am seat. Now, I know they don't look much different from above. I had some dust on this. I had to wipe it down. But here's where the difference is. These are both laying flat on a surface, so you should be able to see. I don't know. Yeah. See right there? You can kind of see this is just a little bit taller. Not much. I think it's about a ½ inch. It says it's 1 inch lower. I'm thinking it's more like a ½ inch. So, yeah, I wouldn't go with that 1 inch lower. Yeah. It feels nice. It does have gel in it, so it's not bad. I mean, it does feel nice. Like I said, the foam in my seat, you can tell. The foam in this seat is a lot softer, but this is stiffer, and the foam on my seat was starting to break down a little bit. It looks very close. Yeah. The Pizoma, if the Pizoma tag wasn't on it, I'm not sure I would be able to tell the difference. After sitting on it, I wasn't going to change it. My seat was okay. I've done 300-mile days on it, no problem. Except for in the last 2 weeks, I did a 300-mile day on my seat. About 200 miles in, and it started to not feel good. There's this rise right here. This weird angle, and I could feel it cutting into the backs of my legs. It sucked. That was terrible. So, and the seat, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel as good as it did. I think that's the foam breaking down, honestly. Also, the Pizoma seat, somehow, I don't know why, but somehow they got a hold of some gel, and they're throwing gel in their seats just like Saddlemen. Really, man, I really wish it was Saddlemen. I love Saddlemen. Before anyone gets mad at me and says, oh, you bought something Chinese, remember, my bags are made by a guy right here in the United States. The name of the company is Villain Hero, great guy to work with. We got them together, sent them out to me, and they're made right here in the United States, welcome and stuff. So, it's not like I'm out just buying Chinese junk and throwing it on here. I paid a guy good money and got something made here right from the United States. Now, that being said, if you put Harley bags on your bike, they're bags that they swap right on the bike. I'm going to guess they're made in China or Taiwan or Thailand or somewhere else, so those aren't probably made here in the United States either. I'm sure that someone will come along and correct me if I'm wrong. I'll be surprised. I sat on that seat and it was pretty good. It didn't have this little angular shelf, geometric uselessness. So I said, screw it. I got home after that 300-mile ride where it got about 200 miles in, and I started to become somewhat uncomfortable. Let's call it very uncomfortable. And I ordered it. It was $97.99. With tax, it was like 105. They're all over. This is the 1 inch. It's going to be the 1 inch lower. Now, I did measure my seat after my modification. It is 31 inches from the highest spot right here in the center of the seat to the floor. 31 inches. I can't get it on camera because the angle is just a bad angle. The camera won't show it right. It just looks goofy and dumb. But it's 31 inches. It is exactly 31 inches somehow. I don't even know how it's possible, but it came out to 31 inches exactly. The new seat. Now, since we've unboxed it, and what it looks like, let's throw it on. Before we do that, here's the little rubber grommets I was talking about that are in the back. This also has them. You can tell. This is very hard, stiff. It's not going to go anywhere. It's like I said, if it wasn't made by Harley, if Harley wasn't made in China, I'd be surprised. But the other thing I was wanting to show you was, look at the foam. It's pliable. It's plush. It's not dried out and cracking and little pieces of it falling apart. So I think that's part of the problem I had. And let's put this on. Okay, that is in the lowest position. I don't care if it does say Pizoma on it. I don't care for that. But it already looks lower. This is not a review. I haven't ridden with the seat yet. I will. This is an initial impression video. I just wanted to put this out there. I know it's Chinese and everybody hates China, but honestly, a lot of the stuff that gets made for Harleys comes from there. So, I mean, I don't like it. but I'll do what I can when I can to buy American. And I mean, just go back to my videos. I started making videos on my Dyna. I have a review for my settlement seat on that. I have a review on my Road King for settlement step up, same thing. I love settlement. If they had flattened the seat out, or maybe gave it just a hair to the rear. That's the other thing, sitting on this. The slant stops right here. On the other seat, the slant didn't stop till literally you were up on this horn. You were on the horn of the seat. Wow. How did I remember that? That's why I think it's called the horn. But anyways, this stops right here. This is where the slant ends. On the other seat, the slant didn't end till you were on the horn of the seat, and that sucks. I mean, it was literally squishing you right up on there. Now, if you're a lady, you don't have the equipment that's down there, so it will be less of a problem for you with the original seat. But if you are a gentleman or someone with those parts, let's say, yeah, you're gonna have a problem. I hate that I have to explain things like this. Really hate it. Anyways, so initial impression is it feels better for sure. It is definitely lower. It's, like I said, if I didn't take out the grommets in my seat and just toss them, my seat would probably be 32 inches, so this would have probably knocked it down an inch, at least an inch and like 3/8. So, at least an inch. Now it says that this is a 1 inch low. This does have gel in it, and you can tell when you sit on it, it's got firmness, but it also has enough give. It's not a Saddleman seat. I'm sorry, Saddleman makes the best stuff. I wish it was different, and I would have bought a Saddleman right off the rip. That's what I've done on every single bike I ever bought. I get the bike, I come home, first thing I do, right on the internet, order the Saddleman seat. This time when I went to get on the internet, though, a lot of people complained that it still had the same problem that the original seat did, so I did. Now, if Saddleman revises the seat, man, I will be on that like white on rice, like flies on sugar. Yeah, I know you thought I was going somewhere different. You guys are twisted just as much as I am. But yeah. So I guess that's it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure there will be someone in the comments telling me I'm a commie-loving bastard or something. I know. Like, comment, subscribe, click that ding link to be notified of any videos I'm coming out with. If you do comment, you will know that I read it because I will heart it. I read every single comment. If you ask a question, I will try to answer it to the best of my ability. But if it's something technical, please find an actual mechanic. I am mediocre at best at most things, and usually I suck at the rest. So, thank you for watching, really, lads and lasses. Stay stubborn, get out there and ride. Bye, y'all.